You're listening to the TalkBox sign. You're listening to the TalkBox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah, you're listening to the TalkBox sign. You're listening to the TalkBox. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl Sonja G here on the TalkBox. And you know what we say? Every day above ground is a good day. We got another day, another opportunity to get some things right that we didn't have quite right on yesterday. And we above the dirt, and the dirt ain't on top of us. And that's why we give out this morning motivation to help drive you on your journey to abundant living. And then don't let me stop right there. I got one of my best girls in the place today, Dr. V, and we're talking about life is good. Go ahead, Dr. V.
Listen, I am so excited. Thank you so much for inviting me. I always love having the opportunity to hang out with you in the morning and just give the people a little reinvigoration to get their day started. So listen, it's so amazing that the topic is life is good, because life is good. Life is great. Listen, life is what you make it, what you declare it to be, it will become. And I am in the life is good state. I'm so excited about that.
I am too, because I tell people all the time, I love that poem that says, I was messed up about my raggedy shoes until I saw somebody who didn't have no feet. And so what that means is your life is good. Somebody else wants to swap places with you because they're just so messed up. But when we start looking at life through God's lenses instead of our own, then we'll understand that life is good. And we need to know, Dr. B, that you attract what you put out. That your words are so powerful that you got to start putting out that life is good, so that good life will come back to you.
Come on now. You talking good now, because one of the things that I am seeing in my life is all of the things that I have been declaring, all of the things that I've been believing God for are starting to manifest rapidly. Muy rápido, okay? Muy rápido, okay? So I'm watching him do what he does the way that he does it. And this is the crazy thing about it. It's not crazy, but this is the God thing about it. He's using people I may not have talked to in years.
Yes.
Come back and bless me. And I remember him telling me that, he was going to cause people that I blessed to come back and be a blessing to me. And I'm talking about, it's one thing after another where people are like, hey, I want to bless you. I want to bless you. I want to bless you. I'm like, okay. Let the streams of income come. Because that's what this is about. This season of my life is multiple streams, one river.
Ooh, I like that.
Multiple streams.
What did that remind you of?
The Nile.
Streams? The Nile. Yes.
Yes, girl. I said, I'm like the Nile, honey. I got multiple streams coming, but all of them are coming to the same river, because there are some things that we have to do. God has put it in us to do for the kingdom. And when I think about that the streams and then the one river, in the Bible, he says that he will give you rivers in the desert. And some of us have been in a desert place. And when you're in the desert place, what you need is a river, right? But if you got streams coming into the river, you make sure that the river never runs dry, because it's got water coming from multiple sources. And so it's never still. It's because anything still and stagnant is dead. So it's constantly moving. It's constantly moving. And that's what we've got to understand. Can we talk about money for a second?
Go ahead.
So this is what we got to understand about money.
Mhm.
Money is a tool. Money
Yes.
is energy. Money is currency. Currency, right? Currency, like there is a current that's running. It's
Mhm.
flowing, right? It's currency. So it is moving. It's designed to move. It's not designed to sit still. It's not designed to be stagnant. It's designed to be in movement, right? Because what we have to learn is and understand is that we have to recycle it. We have to
Yes.
recycle the money. If you holding on to it like, oh no, I can't let go, you're not gonna get. We gotta know that every dollar that we invest, every dollar that we spend, right? Because
Yes.
it's not even just spending, it's investing, it's
Yes.
sowing. Every dollar that we sow is designed to reap a harvest.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So in other words, we need to number one sow intentionally. But you
Yes.
just said something. But also the word of God says that he will give us houses that we did not build.
Yes.
He said that he would have man to bless you from their bosom. And sometimes because we're holding on to things so tightly,
Mhm.
then we missed it and we missed our blessings. And it's funny that you're talking about currency today. I kid you not. If you watch yesterday's show, I had Minister Andrea Plowden from Florida. She lives in Florida. On the show yesterday, and she was talking about the blood is currency
Mm.
because he bought us with the price. So, and then you done came over here, and now you talking about currency and life is good. Oh yes, baby, we need to tap into that thing.
Yes.
Because God said in His Word, He sent His Son to die on the cross for you and for me, so that we could have life and life more abundant. And
Yes.
so many times people are not living, they're just alive. You walking
Mm.
around dead. Everything in you dead. You won't
Mm.
let go of money. You won't let go of relationships. You won't let go of your
Boy.
kids. You won't let go of the job that God tried to get you from. So you just dead on the inside.
Mm. Mm.
When
Mm.
God is trying to let you know that it's time to do something different. The season is changing. Stop
Yes.
being a seasonal misfit. It is
Mm.
summertime with Jesus right now.
My God.
But you walking around with a hat, gloves, earmuffs, and a big old coat with some boots.
Yes. Yes. And that's the thing. When God is positioning you, you've got to be able to understand, what do I need to wear for this season?
Mm.
Come on now.
Mm.
What do I need to wear for this season? Today I got my hair on. Okay. So I'm transitioning. I'm getting ready to do a new style. I don't know what the style is going to be, but I'm going to do a new style. But I couldn't get it done before I had to go out of town for training. He said, put the wig on. I said, oh,
Mm. Let me put it
okay. Okay. So I put the wig on. But I'm going to tell you something that I've noticed. When I put this wig on, it's always a shift. There's always a shift that occurs. The first time I put it on, well, I'll say the second time I put it on, I ended up, it was for Halloween, and I put it on, but I was like, this is cute, honey. I look good with this. And so we ended up going to Auburn, Alabama to watch the girls play and
out.
spend time with the grandkids. But there was a shift.
Mm.
I had lost 25 pounds. I had
Okay.
lost 25 pounds when I put that wig on. And baby, I look like
Couldn't tell
Foxy
you nothing.
Brown. There was a shift. Now, this time when I put it on, and I want you to hear what I'm saying. This time when I put it on, there was another shift. This shift was a financial shift. And the shift was, God said, I'm sending money to you. I'm sending people to bless you, and it's going to knock your socks off. Like, I'm sending blessings that you're not even going to have room to receive. He said, I just need you to be ready, to take it in. I need you to be willing to get in position. And a lot of times we won't get in position because we don't feel like the way we look fits, or what we got on doesn't match, or can I be in this space? But I'm gonna tell you something that God showed me tonight. He showed me that. He said, listen, he said, don't allow ever anyone to make you feel like you are somehow less than anybody else based on what they've done in the past, based on what they're doing now, based on what their name is. He said, I came to make your name great. I will make your name great. And so in recognizing that, I'm noticing that God is positioning me parallel to great names, not underneath, parallel to great names. He said, I'm showing you in the spirit. So it's easy for us to look at people and say, oh, they got this, or they got that, or they've done this, or they've done that, because there's this thief called comparison.
My God.
Rise up. God said, no, not in this season. There is no comparison to you.
Let me tell you something about that demon of comparison. When you realize, see, everything goes back to God.
Yes.
And when God created you and me, that's why it's millions and billions of people on the earth. And millions and billions done died. So that's how many done came through here. But none of us, not even identical twins, have the same fingerprints or footprints. So it's letting me know that my footprints is built for where I'm going to walk. It lets me know that my fingerprints were designed for what I'm going to touch, I'm going to receive. There's nobody better than me, because I tell people all the time, honey, listen, I'm God's favorite. I don't know what y'all are to him, but I'm his favorite. And even when I miss the mark and he tapped my behind, he still, after he tapped my behind, he still hugs on me and love on me and say, look, get back into position. And you can't receive if you're out of position.
And that's the key. So many of us have been out of position. We've been out of position because we were afraid. We've been out of position because someone told us, who do we think we are, right? We've been out of position because we were afraid to hope again, believe again, try again, look again, go again, right? Do it again. We were afraid to, because the last time we did it, it didn't work. The last time we did it, we got hurt. The last time we did it, somebody talked about us, right? So what's been happening is we've been living our life from a place of trauma. Living our life from a place of trauma. So we can't enjoy the good life because we're too busy living the trauma of our past.
My God.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. We can't just live in the past. He said, forgetting those things that are behind and press towards, we got to go forward. Yes. Stop looking backwards. Yes. He said, if you put your hand to the plow and look backwards, you're not fit to receive anything from the kingdom.
That's right.
That means, side note, ladies, that means stop trying to hold your spouses to the things of the past.
Yes.
Let it go. And I'm talking to the married folk now for a moment.
Come on.
Because I've been ministering to some married folk that done forgot that you're in covenant and you're creating the great mystery of two becoming one. Yes. But you cannot, because you're so fixated on the past, what they did to you last year, what happened last year, what happened 5 years ago. Let it go, because you can't hold on. If you hold on to the past and try to hold on to the future at the same time, you piss all over your present.
That's it. That's it. You listen, everything that you said, I literally could see my hands. You know how they have the safes where you have to put your hand on it and they use your palm print in order to open up something. Like I literally could see my hands put up on a wall, right? And then the thing opened up and there was all of this stuff in there, all of this money, all of these things, all of these opportunities waiting for me to just believe enough to lay my hands on it. And when we get to that point where we believe enough to lay our hands on it, to declare what God says, to believe him, stand on it, don't back down, don't be moved by what you see, what you hear, what it looks like, what it feels like. None of that stuff matters. So this year, we've had a lot go on. My husband and I, we had a lot go on last year, and you came down and I got a chance to see you, right?
Yeah.
But last year, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. He had his prostate removed. A few weeks after that, they discovered that he had cataracts in both eyes. He was beyond legally blind. Literally, his vision was 20/200 in both eyes, right? 20/70 is considered legally blind. So they were trying to figure out how he got there. How did you get here? He said, I drove, right? And so they were like, well, you're not going to drive no more. So all of a sudden last year, I had to start doing things that I don't do.
Okay.
I'm not driving. I'm the passenger princess. I just sit over here and look cute. I'm not driving. I'm not doing all that cooking. Not doing it. I'm not doing all that cleaning. No, I'm not doing all that. Right. So all the things that I said I wasn't doing, and this is why it's important that I share this with you all, because I'm talking about life is good. Life can never be good when you're still stuck in the trauma of the past. Everything I told you I didn't do, I used to do and enjoy it. But I did it for some men that didn't appreciate it. I did it for some men that cheated on me. I did it for some men that wanted to tell me how to cook. I'm like, listen, if you got to tell me how to cook and I don't cook like your mama and your grandmama and
all them, cook yourself.
Listen, you do the cooking, okay? And literally meant that. Stop cooking. My kid would be like, Mom, can you please cook? No, Daddy gonna cook. And he did, and he can cook well, but it still wasn't me. It wasn't mine. There was something about my cooking that they missed. See, that's the same thing with us in life. See, it doesn't matter who else does it. If God has given it for you to do, no one will do it like you. I don't care how great they are, educated they are, how many degrees they got, how much money they got, how they hoop, how they holler, how they throw a towel up and catch it. None of that matters. What God has birthed inside of you, no one can duplicate it.
Nobody can fill your shoes. Again, that's why we have different fingerprints and footprints and everything, because God is saying you was wonderfully created. He created you with all of your gifts and attributes and talents in mind. And when we don't get in our position, Dr. V, we not only do we miss our own blessings, but we be messing up everybody else's blessings that you were supposed to fill a slot. Now that's just like if you're building something and it has two cross pieces and one down the middle. Well, if either one of those pieces are missing, that building or that creation cannot stand. And that's what's happening in the body of Christ. We got either too many heads, too many legs, and too many heads is a monster. Or either we're missing an arm or a leg. And so we need to really go to God and see where we're supposed to be in this season and how we can achieve the abundant life that we've been given permission and authority to live. We need to go to God and say, God, how can I tap into and have this life be good for me? I've allowed others to steal my joy. I've allowed others to steal my peace. I've allowed others to steal my ideas.
Yes.
I've allowed Satan to make me scared to step out on faith. I'm going to give you a testimony. This one is for me. I'm so glad. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I walk in truth and transparency. And when I miss a mark, I'm able to share it because you can't fix what you can't identify or can't fix. So here's the thing. I decided that I had not been well, God told me, and then I agreed that I hadn't been being a good steward with my business. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been open for 20 years.
Wow.
But I was only open 72 days. I got so complacent because I was making so much money in a short period of time. And then when I went to God and asked him for something else, he said, well, you're not being a good steward over what I blessed you with, because you're paying thousands of dollars a year for rent for your building, and you in there 72 days. So I said, let me fix that. So I decided to open a new business, which I will be open, the Lord's willing, June 1st. I should open my doors for my new business, and I'm gonna tell y'all about that soon. And but I said I need some capital. I don't want to use my own money. I need OPP. And but then the enemy started messing with me, because for 20 years I never got a loan. My business was self-funded. And then, by the third year, it was 6 figures and above. So I didn't do any of that stuff. And so the devil was messing with me the other day. He said, you can't, what? You need some capital. Don't you go? I had the business proposal in my hand. And then I had said to myself, I'll fund all of it except for 10 grand. Now, 10 grand is no money now. My credit score over 700. And I let the devil, I went with the business plan in my hand and went to the bank and then said, chickened out and didn't do it.
What?
I did. I'm like, they're not going to give it to me. And then I said, later on, I laughed at myself. I said, you forgot for a split moment who you were and whose you were.
Yes.
Who you belong to. Yes. Because your daddy owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. And God is so good that even when we miss the mark, when we allow Satan to take us off our ground, he'll still love on us.
And bring it back around.
And bring it all the way back around.
Yeah.
So y'all look for my new business opening up in June.
I'm so excited for you. I really am. I really am, because it takes courage to start something new.
Yes.
See, what you've been doing, you know that. You've been doing that. You're known for that. But when you step into certain realms, it's like all of a sudden, like, people look at you like, well, can you do that? I don't know that you can do it. When did you start?
You don't know how to do number taxes.
Okay. But there's so many gifts inside of us that God is trying to birth out. And this is where we miss it. The word says, cast your bread upon many waters, for you never know which one is going to come back and what day there will be calamity, right? So when you are diversified, when you have multiple streams of income, then you position yourself to be able to function in the whatever economy, under whatever president, regardless of what tariffs or anything else is going on. And that's what we got to understand. We got to stop being afraid of cryptocurrency, because our president has already declared that we're moving to cryptocurrency. So if you don't know anything about it, when the transition happens, you're going to be looking like, well,
you're going to be left behind.
Can you take this dollar? No.
Mm-mm.
Digital.
Well, listen, since we're almost wrapping to the end, I'd like for you to tell everybody how we're going to do this cryptocurrency stuff.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad you asked that question because, look, I got a phone call. Well, I got a phone call and a text message. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, who call people at 2 o'clock in the morning? If somebody calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, oh, this is serious. This is serious. And so I got a phone call from a friend of mine, multimillionaire, has helped to make 6 and 7 figure earners. And he said, Dr. V, I found something with crypto. You want to get the bag? Yeah. Put me in, coach. Put me in. And literally, that's what he did. He put me in, and I found myself saying, okay, well, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, this is good. But you know how we are, girl. You know, we trying to see if it works. I'm just going to see if it works. I ain't going to really tell nobody. I'm just going to see if it works, right? So 2 days later, I wake up, and my Cash App says, you've got $200 in your Bitcoin wallet. What? But I didn't do anything, but I did. I got in position. And that is the key. You want to make sure that you get in position. And the beautiful thing is, we're not only getting in position, we're getting in position and gaining access to all of these different tools that I don't know about anybody else, but I know I had subscription on top of a subscription on top of subscription, a subscription for my booking calendar, a subscription for my websites, a subscription for my landing pages, a subscription for my email list, all of these subscriptions. But you'll be able to do all of it in one spot.
Yeah.
Girl, and get paid in Bitcoin.
Yes.
That's
a blessing.
Yeah. And then this is the next blessing. Because with us, we're always like, well, I don't have no money to do that. That's too much. I can't do it. Listen, the price point, $25.
Yeah.
$25 unlocks the access to AI generated websites, funnels, lead generators, booking calendars, all of these things. So you got access to all these tools, a virtual assistant.
Yes.
Come on. Yes. $25 unlocks it. But it doesn't have to stop there. And this is what God told me. He said, listen, I need you to understand that in this season, I'm requiring a stretch of you. I'm requiring you to stretch, right? So, 25, 100, 500, 1,000. He said, I'm requiring you to stretch. But however you stretch, I'm going to, what I just thought about? 7. Number 7.
Okay.
7 times. When you do it 7 times, you get paid out 7 times on each spot, right? You're like,
right,
girl, the number of completion.
Yes.
God is literally setting us up to fulfill those things that he promised us that we haven't seen yet.
Yes. I'm with you. You called me, I was half asleep. You said, girl, it's 25. I'm going to send it. I'm working such long hours because everybody waited to the last minute to get their taxes done.
Right.
And I thank God for each and every one of you. But I think this is a great opportunity, and I've been sharing it with others as well. So don't get mad if you who are listening, you don't tap into this at small $25. I'm gonna even go even further. No, I didn't know anything about Bitcoin. I don't know nothing about it. My granddaughter been trying to make me learn how to do AI and code, and she's 7. And I'm like, I don't know it, whatever. But when you said $25, I throw $25 away sometimes.
Yes.
So it's worth the risk. $25. $25, it's worth the risk.
Yes.
So I'm saying to everyone listening, you can DM me or DM Dr. B, and we can get you signed up for just $25 and unlock the marketing tool, the AI tool, the calendar tool, all of that. And honey, it's $25. So, and that's why come life is good.
Life is good. Life is good because I've been getting ding, 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 ding. I'm like, You know, and I'm not making any income claims. We're not making any income claims, but this is what I'm going to tell you. If you believe what God told you, stand on it, 10 toes down. Stand on business, right?
Yeah.
If he told you that you're to be wealthy, stand on that.
Yeah.
Expect it. It's not your job to figure out how or when or where. It's just your job to believe it. Okay, God, you said a multi-billionaire. Okay, God, well, it ain't my business to worry about how you gonna do it. It's my job to just move when you say move and stop when you say stop.
Well, I'm going to tell you a couple of things, and we're going to go ahead and close up in just a moment. But a couple of things. Number one, the word of God will never return back unto God void. Yes. And for those who think that they have been hearing God say that you are supposed to be the poverty breaker in your lineage, in your generation, then put some word on that thing. The word of God says this: the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. So if you know you are one of God's righteous, then there's a bag, as the young people say, waiting for you. So Dr. B, is there anything else you like to add?
Listen, I just want to encourage people, believe in you, bet on you, but most importantly, understand that God has deposited in you everything you need for your great success. Trust it and go forth and have a good life. We're living the good life.
Yeah. Well, all right then, Dr. B, once again, you always make the TalkBox such an exciting show and episode every time you come. I just want to tell everybody, life is good. I hope and pray that we said something to help you along life's journey. And just in case you don't know, that was Dr. B right there. And I'm your girl, Sonja G, here on the TalkBox. We'll see you same time, same place. Bye.
Don't miss.
Yes.
You want to talk about
like what's my issue? Like, you know what I'm saying? It might be something I can fix, or it might not be something I can fix. When
I said, know and understand that God is still in control.
Tune in daily. TalkBox with Sonja.